Yeah. Hey, ground folk, how you doing? To my immediate left is my lovely wife, Jenny, and our cat, Macus. Apparently, I found out recently that Macus's spelling is different than what I always called it. You spelled it with two K's,
Two C's.
two C's. Okay, so you're getting fancy there, Mac. There's, I always thought it was
He's
Mack
Roman. It's Macus.
I don't know the Roman spelling other than
Macus.
I thought it was Mackus.
Nope.
Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Happy Tuesday. That's all I can tell you about on your end. I don't know about my end. My end is kind of up in the air still. Kind of stressing. We all are, and we're starting to get on each other's nerves and everything else. But that happens when packing. Right now, Jenny is packing her stuff, and she got some interesting news in the mail. Not bad news, just interesting.
Filling out a questionnaire.
Can I tell them for what?
Yes.
Okay. No news on the new place yet. The paperwork is pending. We are having trouble getting it emailed due to the size of the file. It's over 300 pages long, and trying to get it emailed is hard. Hey, Molly. Hey, Jason. How you doing? But I don't have a ton of news on the new place as of yet. Hold on. Shouldn't be broken. If you guys can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can't hear, if you can hear me, just if you can't hear me, you can't hear me. Does my audio sound broken to you guys? Let me know. I don't know because I can't hear what I sound like on your end. I didn't think it sounded bad on my side, but like I said, I can't hear it. Because I got my side muted on this side, so on the YouTube side. Okay, it must be just Stealthy too. But thank you for coming, Stealthy. I really appreciate it. I don't know what else to tell you on that one. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit of everything, open chat kind of thing. I don't have any updates. If I did, I would let you guys know. So all I can say is no news is not bad news. So it's just unknown. So right now, as it stands, we're slowly packing up the house best we can. I'm going to get some stuff packed tomorrow, since I don't have to be tomorrow I can't. I've got an appointment tomorrow. Yep, I got a doctor's appointment up in Fort Dodge, so I'm going to be pretty much gone all day. Then I'm off a day, which I can pack. Then I'm going to be off again due to do another appointment. But hopefully I can get some packing done with that. So I'll be driving myself for that one. I don't think I need to ride in with you for that one, love.
It's fine.
The ghost broom is gone. Yes, it got knocked down. The broom was famous, huh? Hey, Daniel, I wasn't sure if you're going to be here, but thank you for coming. I know you're just listening. I know you have your class thing you got to do, so I'm not going to bug you about that. So glad you're here. Say hi to Tiffany for me, please. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody's Memorial Day went well. You honored the people that need to be honored. We certainly did. I have no idea what that means, Stealthy. I hope Vin is doing well as well, Daniel. And your puppers. I can't remember your pup's name, so please forgive me. Other than that, I hope everybody else is doing well. I hope things are. Yeah, I talked about Dropbox. I looked that up and Drive's account. I don't know much about it, to be honest. Either one. I'm not very tech savvy.
Google Drive.
Well, he mentioned Google Drive.
Okay.
That was Rob on the road. The upload of thing is okay. I'm not very good with that. What's CMD PowerShell? I'm not familiar with that one, Stealthy. Hey, Doug, how you doing, brother? I am not tech savvy, but I have friends who are. So at least I have friends who can help me with that. So we'll hopefully be able to help people with what they need to do to get this thing taken care of. But that's all I can tell you about it, folks. Once I get it on my end, then things move forward. That's all I can say. But I'll be renting a truck this week and packing everything into it and getting ready to move it as soon as we get the paperwork and the keys. Because we just got to take it to where we pick up the keys and go from there. Hey, love.
What?
Tomorrow, could you bring home some more boxes?
Yes.
I'll help you with that one tomorrow, so I'm going to be with you. That's tomorrow. That's the Fort Dodge appointment, isn't it?
I don't know.
The 20. No. Give me a second. I got to figure out which one it is. I've got 2 appointments this week, and I can never remember which one is which. Dang it. I wasn't trying to do that. I hate when pop-ups. No, I don't go in with you tomorrow. I stay home. Okay, what's it do, Stealthy? I'm not familiar with what it does. Like I said, I don't know what those are. If anybody does, please kind of dumb it down for me. By the way, I got tired of running out of my tea, so I bought a bigger one. This is the normal size bottle. This is the Big Daddy version. Okay. So, Stealthy, where are you from? Okay. Well, I don't have anything wrong with my computer. My computer's fine. It's just I'm not sure what's going on. But right now, I'm in the process of moving. We don't have a lot of stuff down. I got a lot of stuff, empty shelves over here. Oh, by the way, hun, Ian did find a partially empty bottle of the lamp oil, so we can start putting all the lamp oil in that. It was out in the truck box of all places. We can do that tomorrow. Ian's mowing the lawn tomorrow too. Check Instagram. Okay, hold on. I didn't get. Give me a second. I didn't even see it. I got the TikTok one. That's the last one I got. I don't know if you sent it to me there, Rob. Are you making faces to this camera? Love you, hun. Oh, the one with the arrow I can understand. That's the one you're talking about? Yep. Sir, why'd you shoot him with an arrow? Kind of thing. That was what's his name? Oh, I can't remember. He was on Agents of Shield. Chili Mac.
Yep.
You gotta love it.
Yep. Chili Mac.
What's your favorite accessory with Chili Mac? If there is one.
I don't have one.
Extra cheese, or is it cheesy enough?
Oh, I put Parmesan cheese in it.
I kind of figured you would do something like that. Okay. You remember watching Agents of Shield?
Yeah.
Okay. There was the one agent that had multiple brothers that were all twins or triplets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was not a big one. He used that camouflage umbrella that one time.
Patton Oswalt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent me a video of Patton Oswalt dressed in armor. He said, "Why did you shoot your friend?" and all this other stuff. So I'll show it to you. Cheese pizza, maybe not. The best one that I've heard of, that everybody I've talked to, is the Chili Mac MRE. I have a spaghetti one, but it's not an MRE. It's more of a Mountain House deal. But I had some really good MREs. I'd have some really bad MREs. So I don't know on that one.
Yes.
There's some vegetarian ones out there, though, Rob. They're actually listed as vegetarian. Give me a second here. Because I do know they make them. I'm just not really familiar with the vegetarian ones. Because let's see here. These are by who are these by? MRE Star, I guess. And they have, let's see, what do they have? A cheese tortellini, pasta marinara, and spicy vegetarian chili. So those might be something you might want to consider. Taco Bean bowl, probably not, definitely not suitable for covert operations.
Especially if you're in a confined area.
Oh, especially if you have company. Oof.
Yep.
Unless you guys, don't care.
Although, you could gas out the enemy.
Oh, yeah. Jenny says it could be. Well, no, they might get him for violating the Geneva Convention for the rules of war.
That's more of a guideline anyway.
That's gas attacks. Now, the thing is, I'm not much on vegetarian meals. I know there's some really good ones out there. Um, though I'm not sure. Can you do um, ramen? I know when they have different things. I'm not sure because I know you can't eat beef. Is it all meat or is it just meat flavor stuff too? Because I am not up on vegetarian allergies and stuff like that. Love, are you by any chance?
What?
Well, I mean, I've never met anybody with a meat allergy, but I understand he has one. But I've heard of it, so I don't know.
He might be allergic to the iron content.
It's not. No, it could be the meat protein
Yeah.
thing. I don't know. Um, but you got to keep me informed on that one, Rob. So you're the only expert information I have on that. Warfighter, okay. Hey, King, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Happy Tuesday and all this other stuff. I hope you guys' Memorial Days weekends went well. I hope you guys did a service to those in memory of those who fell. And definitely those who came back and then fell, which happens more often than not, I'm sorry to say. It's a meat protein allergy. So,
Yeah.
So would meat broth be okay?
Bone broth?
Well, I was thinking about, like ramen, it's a beef broth or chicken broth. I'm not sure if that's the same thing. You're going to have to verify for this one because I know if it's a meat protein, I'm not sure. Okay. Jenny and I sojourned over to a Ren Fair for the day because it was free to get in because both of us are veterans, but it wasn't free to be there. Jenny had a blast.
I robbed him blind.
She robbed me blind. But she had fun though, and that's all that mattered. Actually, I
found I was much more relaxed today.
Oh, that's good. I did have something that we both got today, yesterday, hon, but I just dropped it on the back of my computer, I think.
What are you looking for?
The coin.
Oh, I think mine fell out of my pouch.
Mine is on the floor, I think. I dropped it on the floor just now when I opened up my computer. But we were given a coin by a very small Viking.
Yep.
What was the name of the group again, hon? You know the word.
Olskapan?
Yeah,
the Olskapan Vikings.
The Olskapan Vikings. I got extremely tired. I mean, I struggled for
until we sat for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I struggled for a bit. We sat for a bit. I drank a Gatorade, ate some food. That helped. But as of this morning, I'm at 242 again. I went up a little bit, then I went back down. But talked to a lot of people, which is really cool. Seeing a lot of cool stuff.
Friends.
Yeah, seeing a lot of friends. We were coming and going. We were everywhere. I mean, I made like 2 or 3 laps around the entire fair, just talking to vendors, performers, actors, musicians.
I had to drag him down like 3 times.
And I don't move very fast, and that's saying something. I move at a snail's pace, and I still lost her. With exception when I told her I was going to be in the building when we were sitting down for a while because my energy levels, oh man, it was uneven hills the entire time. But I got my picture taken about 1 billion times and everything else, so that was cool. I was the only archer that I've seen that I know of.
You're always the only archer that dresses up.
Yep. But we had fun. It was tiring, but fun. That's all I can say. Jenny got some really nice pretties.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, hon, your shirt. Sorry, I'm going to make her model for you real quick. That you're wearing it and all. She's got to stand up, folks. The shirt you saw her wearing is actually one of the things she picked up yesterday.
Well, turn it so I can.
This is the Iowa
Renaissance Fair and Gathering of Celts, and it's purple tie-dye.
She bought that. That's the first thing she bought yesterday. She said, "Hey, can I have some money? I forgot my wallet at home."
I did, and I gave you the money when we got home.
You did. You did.
So, meh.
That's pretty cool there, Rob. I didn't actually purchase anything yesterday. As much as I would, I saw a lot of cool stuff, but I was having more fun watching Jenny buy stuff. I did buy myself a Gatorade, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought Jenny. I bought me something to drink at least. My friends generally kept me watered up, so that was cool. So I stayed hydrated. I just was drained. But like I said, I watched some musical acts, talked to some musicians of various types, planned an event in the future for a gathering for the Rennies that we do in the wintertime. More on that down the road. If you're a Rennie, you'll understand. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I would love to see that there, Rob. I know a couple places that were like that.
Becca's and I are having a staring contest.
The place I go to sometimes is the Picker Nose in Des Moines. They have some stuff like that. But tomorrow I'll be off and I'll be packing some more stuff in here. I'll probably be trying to go through that thing over there, hon. Mm-hmm. Though we're going to figure out what to do with the bottles. Oh, your bottle. Your mead.
I think it's in the fridge.
Oh, okay. Jenny did pick up a bottle of mead. She tries to buy a new one every time we go. So it's not a big bottle. It's like 375 or 675. It's like a 1/3 to 2/3 bottle.
Oh, trying to tell me I need to go get it.
Well, I didn't even say anything about it. I'm just trying to remember. That's pretty cool. It's good to have connections like that. There's a couple people I couldn't meet. Oh, this is a 230 milliliter bottle, but it's 11% alcohol by volume. It's a funky looking bottle, but it's cool nonetheless. It's a collector's item at any rate. So, where are they out of? Huh? Do you have to say? Well, in case anybody's wondering, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. There's the QR code for them. And they do ship nationwide. And there's their email on the back right there as well, in case anybody's interested.
I would have some right now, but I don't think chili mac and meat would go very well.
Oh, it would, but then would come out.
Then it come back up. So I don't want to do that.
But they don't ship internationally, I'm sorry to say, just nationwide. But it's emerymeadery.com. So that's their email address. They got a pretty cool looking logo right up there. But if you need more information, just contact me. I'll give you the information and you move on. This is batch 1, number 73 of batch 1 from 2005. Serve at room temperature.
Okay.
So
I can just leave it out.
yeah, this does not have to be in the fridge.
I think I need to go get some milk.
Elderflower. I think Jenny, you've had that before, haven't you? Elderflower.
No, I have not.
How about raspberry?
I usually do honey mead.
Yeah, the mead. All mead is honey.
I usually do just honey mead.
She just does straight up mead, but she does do some other ones as she finds them. But right now, this one here is black and red cherry. So I'm not a drinker. I did come up with something that I thought was funny for those people who know me, and I've made this joke on Cliff's Live and a few others. I don't drink, but I like designating a drinker for me. So I was thinking about getting some buttons made, 3D printed buttons that say designated drinker. What do you guys think of that? Jenny would do that, but she can't drink that much.
That and I can't drink because of the pills.
Yeah, our medication wouldn't accept that. So one of the guys who, once we get that button made, it's going to be attached to his pirate hat. He's one of the lead singers of the Orcs and Trolls, right?
Yep.
And that's their musical group. My friend Robert, who's the lead singer, he is a algebra teacher. He's a math teacher by trade, but he's a musician as well. No, I think it's. I'm not sure. It's not calculus, is it? Could be calculus.
I don't know.
No, I'm trying to remember. No, but music is math. Because they have studies of, huh?
It's tonal math.
Yeah, and I've heard studies that if you do music, it helps with your math. So there's that. But I'm going to have little pins made that says designated drinker on there. So I'll be handing out to specific people that I know who drink, but not overindulge. Because I don't want to give somebody who overindulges one of these things. That would be bad. Or somebody who has a drinking problem. There's a good one. I've been designated driver multiple times. I'm not sure if you want to be designated drunk, but that's a different one. I've actually been part of a Red Fair pub for years. You remember that group? I still got my pin somewhere. Can't remember the name of the group now, but it's the one guy started years ago. Before we met, actually.
Which it would be why I don't know.
That's probably definitely why you don't know. I almost bought you a pill case, hon.
Good.
Oh, hon. This pill case, 30-day pill case.
I would love one of those.
It was like this big.
I would like one of those.
But drinking aside, I'm literally a teetotaler myself here, folks. And I was dressed up as my archer ranger kind of guy, which is really cool. A lot of people loved seeing my bow and checking it out. I had my 74-pound longbow with me, so that was really cool to bring that out. Even Jenny welded it for a while. She did not dress up, though, folks. Just me.
When I dress up at a Ren Fair, I feel like I have to work
I know.
because I've done it for so long.
But the thing is, I mean, I'm in character when I wear where I'm at, though. When
You
I'm,
are a character.
but you love this character.
Yes, I do.
But it was really cool. We got in for free. Jenny bought something. We went down a few bits and pieces, and then Jenny bought some more stuff. We separated for a bit with some money in her pocket, and she bought some more stuff.
Mostly jewelry.
She got some really lovely stuff. She did look at some of the clothes and stuff there. That ones that some of the ones I like the designs, but not the patterns. If that makes any sense. If you guys are not into Ren Fairs, I apologize. I will talk Rennie all day if I keep my mouth going. The only way you can stop me is, if you want to change the subject, which I'm okay with. If you want to go back to MRE talk, we can do that. I am okay with that. On another front, I did go thrift shopping today with Ian after my physical therapist appointment. It was at 9:20, so it was a little bit oddball for me. Found some things. Found a nice case for Jenny's for all the movies that we have. Also,
I got most of them in there.
yep. Found another prepping item that I am embarrassed to say was cheaper than the original one I bought. I've got two now. But Ian says it's a different model. So it might be an older model. I don't know. It had a lot of dust on it. I picked up a dual fuel Colan stove. Oh, were they doing stuff they shouldn't be doing there, Rob? They just had Comic-Con in London.
Oh.
And he says, it's grown full of unsavory adults being unsavory these days.
Yeah.
They're showing more skin than clothes, the characters that they supposedly represent.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, the worst you would see is Power Girl.
Yep.
But because that was actually what way her character was dressed in the books. But that's before they started doing more anime and things like that. But how many Comic-Cons have you been to, Rob? I've been to a few. I actually showed off my Comic-Con experience from 2015. And if you guys are interested in hearing about that, I could show you. I could put you a link for where to see where I was at in that one. They made a lot of fun of me. I was okay with that. Yeah, I can understand. Lecherous human beings being lecherous.
Yep.
I'm going with both because it can be either way sometimes nowadays. I don't want to go down that road. Oh, that's cool, Rob. If you can find it, I would love to see it. Oh, okay. Here's what he did. He said there's some footage somewhere of him hosting a sword fight in the main hall.
Nice.
That would be Jenny is majorly. She likes sword fighting. If it wasn't for her ankles, she would be so into that. Maybe when your ankle's better, get you some fencing lessons or something. We know a lot of fencers. But me, I have a few of me shooting my bow, but it was interesting to find out. Well, we've talked about MREs, we've talked about Comic Con, we've talked about Ren fairs, and I've got a new stove that I would like to show off if I can get Ian to go bring it for me.
Is it on the back porch?
It's in the middle of the floor. He didn't put the back porch.
All right.
I didn't want you to do it. That's why I was going to have him do it.
I'll just go get it.
Okay.
I
I thought you just put it over there because it's got to be room temperature anyway. Oh, warm up, you mean? I'm moving my backpack out of the way so I can put it over here. And I need to open up my stuff here. I can't roll for Ian. Jenny circumvented that.
Here. Just it?
Yep. I got a new one of these. And I paid $5.95 for it. This is the Colan dual fuel 424 model. Now, I don't know how Ian says it's different from my other one. I'm not sure if mine's a newer model because mine was new in the box. This box is a Colan dual fuel plug, which means you can run on white gas or unleaded. I like having the option of multi-fuel stoves compared to just one kind of like a canister stove or whatever, because these kind of stoves will run off stuff off your car. If it can run in your car, it can run in here. With the exception of diesel. It will not run diesel. But it is all complete. It's actually fairly clean. Give me a second here. Love, look at this. Look how clean that is.
Wow.
This is really clean, folks. I mean, it's hardly been used. I mean, the decals are pristine. There's no grease marks. There's a little bit of grease. It's been used like once or twice. But everything's complete. Yeah. That someone bought it, used it a couple times, and they put it away. Now, I'm not sure when the 424 came out. I do know they don't make a dual fuel one at this time. Yeah, a lot of places sell this particular model for $257. I paid a little over $5. So I think even Amazon, I'm not even sure what eBay's got them for way more than that too. From $49, which is still a lot more than what I paid for it, all the way up to $200 plus. You already know what's going on, though. The link is in the chat if you guys want to come up. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. This stove is a backup. So as the saying goes, two is one, one is none. Because if we don't always have propane, we will not be able to use our propane stoves. Once I run out of this butane, the butane's done, I can't use it. But there's always cars we can get fuel from. So there's that. Okay. The only other thing I picked up is some more wax. I figured I could make some fire starters. Spare hose and fizz. This one doesn't have hoses. Ian acquired. I think he got a stove, didn't he?
No. I wasn't with you.
Hey, Ian. Come here.
Busy working.
Yeah, he did when we got the other one. We also picked up another box earlier the other day. What stove did you get? You got a propane stove the other day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we picked up a box off of
Here, let me get it.
Facebook Marketplace, and it had several really freaking cool things in this box. Ian acquired from this box a Coleman. I think this is a Coleman.
Yeah, it's a Coleman.
It's missing. Here, hold your.
It's a Coleman.
He's got his hose. Show the hose, but I can't.
I got the adapter.
Okay, I'm trying to figure which is up. That's right. It's an older model. This is a refurbished, multiple seasonal Coleman stove. Oh man, it's falling apart, bud.
No.
I'm not sure what model this was.
Oh, no wonder. Hold on.
You'll fix it. But this thing's been refurbished like 3 times. It's got all the appropriate stuff. Hand me that piece right there, bud. It comes with a little stand for your propane bottle.
From back when things were actually still decent.
Back, an extra side hose. He's got multiple hoses.
Back in there.
Ian did not own a stove like this. So.
No, let me just give me it, please.
Okay.
Let me fix it. I don't want it getting broken even more.
I'm not sure where I put it. Also, we also acquired a ceramic MSR water filter, a Marine Corps tent, and which also a portable shower, a sun hat, and a couple other things, and a portable toilet for $45. So the filter is what I'm trying to find right now. I'm trying to figure out where I put it. Did I give it to you, Hunter, or did I bring it over here?
You tried to show it to me, but I told you to take it.
Okay, hold on. Give me a few seconds here, folks. I've got to figure out where I placed it where I could show you guys all the pieces, parts, for I don't. Oh, there it is. Here it is. This is a MSR Waterworks XEX. More tents are always welcome. Okay. Ian never had a military tent. He wanted it. So he said, Dad, can I have it? I already got one I like. I don't need another one. This one here is a ceramic water filter with spare filter. This in itself would have been worth the cost that we spent on everything. The tent would have been worth the cost of everything we spent. But as you can see, MSR Waterworks EX. And it came with a platypus bladder to go with it. Paid $45 for everything. And it was one hell of a deal. So I think this was a really good deal, having a spare filter. I've got my Kitaden filter as well as my Sawyer Mini, but back up. This was more because the weight of this is pretty heavy. It's about a pound, maybe 2. This is more of a base camp model. If you want to get a lot of water to a lot of people all at once. Change hands at every 100 pumps. Probably.
That's what she said.
It's not a two-handed deal? Oh, okay. Well, you'd be really tired if it was a two-handed deal.
Mhm.
That's stepping over the line a little bit.
Oh, like
A little.
nobody does that.
No, we could do innuendo. We're okay with that. Just not go full blown over the edge.
Graphics.
Yeah. Jenny is what Rob said. she's smiling over here. But like I said, with the cost of just those items there, I mean, the filter itself is like $125 on Amazon. I mean, that's a steal at anything with all the different items that were added up. The toilet seat cover thing is the one used like with a 5-gallon bucket. Jenny loves that one actually, which is really surprising because of all the items she liked that one the most.
Well, yeah, because then I don't have to go outside and go to the bathroom.
We still got to get a bucket though.
Well, it's not like we can't go to
Harbor Freight or anywhere else to get a 5-gallon bucket.
somewhere to get one.
Yeah. But yeah, we got a sun hat and all this other stuff. I mean, the solar shower is pretty decent too. Decent. I'm not sure how big a solar shower this is because I never really took it out or what brand. But I'm gonna find out right now. There's the hose. This is cool. This has even got, huh? This has got one of those little, it's got a thermometer thing. You test, see what the temperature is.
Nice.
So you don't burn yourself.
Cool.
Oh, this is one of the nice ones, hon.
Yeah.
This is one of the nice ones, folks. This is not your cheap one. This is a 4-gallon capacity one.
Hello.
How you doing, brother?
Just doing a bunch of laundry, cleaning, and
But I was explaining some of the stuff we picked up on Friday or Saturday. I can't remember which. Ian and I went to Grinnell and we found this place a box of stuff online. They called it camping stuff. And Ian got a Marine Corps tent.
yeah, we heard that.
And I don't know what brand it is because Ian took off with it before I could take a look at it.
It's as precious.
It's his precious because he said, Dad, I don't have a military tent, which is technically a lie. I got him a French Army commando tent years ago. But
Big for it.
It's a pup tent, basically. But the MSR Waterworks EX, that's a steal for $45 for everything. What do you think?
I don't know. I would have to see it.
Well,
Yeah, no.
this is the solar shower it came in. Only thing it doesn't have the handles, the ropes right here to go through here. It's where we can hang it. But I've got rope, so that's not an issue. So I can hang it anywhere. But it does have a thermometer on the back. And it's a 4-gallon capacity, so that's not too bad. Oh, that's cool. It's got an on-off shut-off valve here, hon, by just turning it. Or actually pulling it. So not bad. So $45 for everything. I think we did a really good job, I guess. I get the best ads. What does that mean? I did try to tailor my ads to my channel. I'm not sure if that means anything to you guys, but we did get a lot of nice bags with everything, which is really nice. I didn't get a decent bag for the spare filter, but this has got all the instructions.
You can pack all your stuff in the bags.
Huh?
You can pack your stuff in the bags for moving.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be happening. Yeah, the dual fuel stove I picked up is, I paid $6, less than $6 for it, and it looks like it's barely been used. I saw it on the cart as they were rolling it by me, and I snagged it. It had a price sticker on it. Oh, Ian did get one major thing for himself from this one, and he got himself a fatigue jacket. The old school OD green with the winter liner, which you don't usually see them with the liner. Usually you see the coats without the winter liners. But I paid less than $30 for everything. So can't beat that price. Oh, thank you. I'll put it right here for that.
Okay. I haven't bought anything in a while.
Well, you said your thrift shop is not the best,
Yeah.
but you don't go in very often either.
No, like
Most thrift shops change the inventory on the regular.
yeah, but yeah, like I said, for us, we've just been saving all of our pennies, trying to get everything paid off, and
But you already did.
yeah, but I still got to buy a mower. I still got to buy a shed. I got to buy lumber for the roof, some car parts.
Well, that's that's next month. You got this month. You got everything. You got your house paid off. That's the big thing. We're working on getting our house, so we're going to wait on getting that done. They're having trouble emailing the paperwork because it's a 300-page PDF, and you can imagine how hard that is.
Mm-hmm.
And soon as that gets sent to us, Jenny will print it out. We'll take it to where it needs to go, and then we go from there. So that's what we got so far on the house front. We're at a standstill until we hear more. Yes, we're moving. Mold, Blake. And hi, I didn't know you came in. But right now, we're packing things up as we go. Jenny and I did take a stress break yesterday by going to the fair because it was free to get in for veterans. So it's kind of hard not to go for that reason. And the fact that it honors some veterans, they did have a nice memorial service for that.
So did you see this place yet?
Not yet. That's part of the thing. It's on the paperwork. Unfortunately, I know a lot about the place, but not been there yet. The person I've been in contact with has been uber busy, and I'm not on the top priority there's people who are worse off than I am. Surprisingly enough, but I'm just like one of a number of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as you know, with the military or anything veteran related, it's hurry up and wait. Sometimes it's to the last minute, but it is.
Hurry up and wait. I know.
So it's kind of stressful. I will say that. Can I do anything about it? No. I don't want to pester them, even though I feel like I want to, but I can't. That won't speed things up. I can't grease the wheels that can't be greased. You know what I mean? So they've made 3 attempts to try to email it to us so far this week, and it gets rejected because it's file too big.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure it out.
No.
We mentioned the Google Drive and things like that.
Or they could fax it to you.
I don't know if they can they fax a PDF file?
Yeah.
How?
They have a fax program on their computer, and they can just fax it to my fax number.
Does your fax machine have that much paper?
I can keep refilling it.
Download it onto a thumb drive.
I was thinking that too, but you'd have to mail it, like an overnight type thing.
Yeah.
That's extra expense. We're trying to do it the free, not have to do that. I did give them Jenny's email they could try to do it through her work computer because she has a printer, which really helps. I don't have one, and I just can't bring my phone in and say, "Here, take a look at this," and say that's what this is my paperwork. And when they want a hard copies, and that's the hard part. But that's neither here nor this.
How far away are they away from you? That office?
Boston.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, sometimes we can go down the street and pick it up.
We can't go pick it up. We were wanting to.
I'm surprised they just don't ship you the papers.
They were supposed to, but something came up and they were unable to. So now it's try to get it here in time is a time crunch now, and that's they can't mail it in time. That's the hard part right now because it's be too slow. Because even though you can put something, you said you want something overnight, it's never overnight. Because now, 1 day, a 1 day overnight thing ends up being 2 to 3 days, unfortunately, nowadays, which makes no sense. But that's the government for you. I can't tell you how to do what's going on with that.
Yeah, I did manage to find a bunch of coin today too.
From what?
I found a bunch of coin today.
What kind?
Pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters.
Where at?
Just laying around the house.
I can do that too. I know where there's like quite a few. We did get a gift of a token coin, a Viking thing, from one of the reenactors. Huh? He's a Viking in training.
Yeah. Oh, don't
But
forget to save your pennies that are older than 1982.
I understand this because I know that next year is the last year they're going to be printing pennies.
I mean, they'll still have, they'll
still be in circulation, but they'll just not making any new
They're
ones.
not making any more. Yeah.
I heard the thing. They've been trying to get rid of pennies for years.
Oh yeah.
I think it's dumb. I like pennies.
It costs too much to make them now.
I know it costs 3 cents to make a penny.
Yeah.
That's because they changed the way they were made originally. If they would have kept them the same, it wouldn't be so bad. But they changed them up years ago. They're not made of copper anymore. They're made of zinc.
Zinc is more expensive than copper.
Like I said, if they turn them back to copper, it would have been save them some money. I do have some coins coming, and some other things of intrinsic value as a sale of one of my bows.
Oh, I made a list. I forgot it.
Of stones?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got a combination of different semi-precious stones and coins for my Deer Seeker recurve. That's going to be well worth it to me as well as to Jenny. So that's going to be kind of cool. And by the way, I almost spit out my tea because something that Rob said. Saddle up the Ian. We ride at dawn. That was so funny. I just took a drink of my tea when I read that. I go, oh my God, I almost spit it out. I'm glad I didn't, but no, I should be getting a lot of old silver. So it's going to be, yeah. So
just save it.
Oh, that's the whole point. It's not going to be worth a ton. But the guy asked for is that he asked me, is it a good bow? I said, yes, I would recommend this bow. That's all I need to know. I don't have to change the weight. He's left-handed already. And it's basically a knockoff of the Samick.
Yeah.
Which I mentioned before. But the Deer Seeker is a decent bow. I will say that. And the price point, because it comes in at $89.93 or something like that on Amazon, and you can get left or right-handed from about 20 pounds all the way up to 60. That's also a good deal. So if you're looking for a decent bow, let me know. I'll get you the link. Or if you want me to, I will put the link in the description below.
Fine.
You guys can go do it yourself.
I got
What
a
was
bow.
that?
Said I have a bow. I'm good.
I know you have a bow, and you're happy with it. But if you want a different style of bow other than the compound that you have, or something lighter for one of your girls, who knows? Anything's possible.
They can
If
fight
the world ended, you want them to have some kind of firearms as well that's not firearms. I know you have your air rifles, but they only go so far. Hey, Lou, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Happy Tuesday. I hope your Memorial weekend went well. I hope you celebrated those who needed it.
I worked it.
Yeah, I know you said you were going to work it. You got extra pay for that too, didn't you?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
We're working a holiday?
Not holiday. According
Memorial weekend is not, Memorial Day is not a holiday?
Nope. Not through them.
It's a federal holiday.
If the banks were closed, it's a federal holiday.
They have to pay you for a federal holiday by law.
They didn't pay me.
Then they're screwing you, dude.
No, I just got the holiday pay, building up for the end of the fiscal year. Then I take all those days off.
They do it weird. I
They
will
do
say
do-
that.
I just
The
rather
holiday
get
pay is
day
basically
off.
they are paying you.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If you work there, that's holiday pay.
Yeah, I get paid for it, but I don't get paid for it. I don't get paid for it, additional on my check.
Do you get your 8 hours or whatever?
Yeah, I get 8 hours I can take off, later on in the year, like I do every year.
I don't believe in doing that. I take the day off because I'm not going to celebrate, the memory of my dad and other veterans on a day that's not that day.
I'm scheduled to have almost 140 hours by the end of the fiscal year.
What are you going to do with it besides cash it in?
I'm going to take my normal 2 days off and Thursday and Friday for the last 2 months.
Okay.
So I only have to work 3 days a week for 2 months. I still get paid for my 40 hours.
Well, okay. I guess you can do it that way. It's been great for the holidays, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dan, how you doing, brother? I saw your video.
Hey, Dan.
What's the cost of that stove, that pellet
It's in the
stove you got?
description.
Was that like $25? I didn't see a link for that one.
Yeah, the link is in there. For
Okay,
Amazon.
I was on my phone at the time. When I watched it, so I didn't open my computer up until before this live. Oh, you're gonna dance? Put a traffic cone on your head, dance around the local neighborhood, bring joy to many.
Yeah.
If he paints it like a Christmas tree, maybe.
Yeah, see, I might take a whole week off when I have to do the roof.
Oh, you're gonna have to in order to do it properly. If you're doing a lot of the work yourself, especially. Hey, Jay, how you doing, brother?
That's going to be a lot of glue.
Now, which kind of roof are you putting in?
2x8s.
No, I meant 2x8s. I understand, but it's what kind of barrier are you going to put up? Water barrier.
Oh, no, I'm just going to seal it and then put the roofing liquid stuff on top.
Oh, like a tar roof?
Almost like a tarred roof, yeah.
Those are hard to maintain, especially with the heat you guys get down there.
Yeah, we got the shade. And then I'm going to put the reflective stuff on top of that.
Reflective stuff?
Yeah, it's made with aluminum.
I'm not familiar with that.
Then you paint it. You literally paint it on.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
The
pretty
roofing
cool
stuff I ever dealt with was, the roofing, regular roofing stuff,
Yeah, because I don't know why they put up a flat roof here. I have no idea, but they did.
Flat roofs are the worst thing you could do up there.
Down here, oh yeah. Arizona, it's fine.
I would say you need to put something on your roof, dude, like you were talking about before.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and what's it called? Yeah, it's just I'm just ripping everything off, saving whatever pieces of wood I can find. The wood that's up there. This is like 1x4. If I can save some of that for garden, awesome. And then
Oh, by the way, someone wanted me to mention it to you that your ID picture there is upside down.
Yeah.
Why is it upside down?
Because that's just me.
Okay.
I'm different.
He wants to go to Australia. That's why.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and what's it called? The Where you put them together. We were talking about that
Tongue
earlier.
groove?
Yeah, the tongue groove. I'm gonna tongue groove the 2x8s
Right.
by 12s and just glue it together.
Then you're going to seal it after that.
I'm gonna seal it after that. Yes,
Because I know you mentioned you were putting up a patio or something up there with a little bit
I'm
of
still thinking about it.
yeah, with
It
a
won't
little
be
bit of
very
an
often.
angle for a lot of for drainage.
Yeah,
I think you should still you could still angle the roof technically when you're doing
cannot,
that.
because the eave of the house is overhanging it. It's
Hmm.
it's weird how it's set up. It's just as right as
How
the
much
house.
is an overhang?
About a foot, and it goes below the height of the shop.
Really?
Yep,
That's weird.
it is weird. It was
Well,
added on.
without being able to see it in my head, I mean, without a picture, I can't really picture it properly. So I have to take your word for it right now.
Yeah,
Sure,
so-
you can post an invite for that.
Huh?
Give me a second. Let me get the
if it was
link. You can,
a foot shorter, we can get away with it, but they wouldn't be able to do it because that door would be in the ceiling. That's why. It's an old carport that they framed in.
if you want to share it out, ground fog. Here's the link. I think I got the link up there, didn't I?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
did.
see it on there.
So are we going to extend it out?
Yeah. You did hear about the stove I picked up.
It's
So,
only go out the same distance as it is now.
oh, I forgot to tell you, it did come up with a couple extra things.
Cover up there above the door. Yeah, I can do that.
No.
The filter came with.
Moved in.
Oh no, I'll just have one delivered and just pop it up like a metal one.
Okay, but you're gonna give me a.
This is the Waterworks EX filter, Jason. Like I was telling you before, it came with some extras.
Christmas lights and stuff.
Mhm.
It came with a cleaning brush, obviously. The platypus filter, bladder. There's what it is, folks. Look how clean that is. Also, it came with the Colan neutralizing solution, as well as the Colan water purification tablets.
Oh, I wonder if I'm gonna have enough time to do the rest of that, the blankets and stuff.
So there you go. This one actually came with 2 of each. So Jenny's got 2, I got 2.
Each one of those is gonna take 2 hours in the washer. And there's 3 loads left.
If you want to invite your friends from the Discord, you can have them come here too. But this thing here is a really cool setup, folks. I've never used one of these before. It's all new to me.
Yeah, that's their cat.
But you plug in the hose into that. I guess the intake is right here, and the outtake is the other hose I got. I'm not sure what that's for, but Marathon ceramic filters. Okay, good to know. Oh, I'm sure it's labor intensive because it's good if you want to pump something up.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
That's what she said.
But This is the one that's goes to the water bladder. This this is the one that goes into the water, that kind of thing. So yeah, plenty of between all the filters we have, we should be more than safe when it comes to water purification, one way or the other. Now, if anybody here has used the water purification tablets, let me know. I have not
They taste
had a
nasty.
chance to really use those.
They taste nasty.
Oh, I didn't say they. I heard they tasted nasty. I just don't know much about them, to be honest.
And you can put one tablet in there for whatever the label says, and just let it sit there for a couple days
Well, they say about a half an hour or so.
before you can drink it. Yeah, if you let it sit for a couple days, it'll clean up.
But right now, I mean,
It's like the sulfur in the water that we have here.
it's a pretty complete kit, though. It's like a $125 filter, brand new, and it comes with an extra filter and a cleanup brush. And like I said, the platypus bladder is actually a good bonus too. Sorry, upside down. This one is a 2-liter bladder, so that way you can filter out quite a bit of water. So you don't have to worry about dirty water too much. The gentleman I bought it off of was a prior service Air Force. So, or former Air Force. So, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Huh?
every time it does, it takes up half the room from my child.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, they are groundhog. Considering I paid for that whole box $45, I think I got a steal. What do you think, Jason?
That's good.
I'm sorry, but that's how I get paid there, Lou. And it's not much, I'm sorry to say. I'm not like some of the bigger streamers that get hundreds of dollars per month. I'm lucky if I get $1. But if you want to donate, you can. You don't have to. You can hit the little link at the bottom, or you can hit the other link in the description. But your choice. If you don't want to, that's cool too. Just say high five and we'll move on. I'm one of the few of our little group that is monetized. I know there's a couple, but I know Jason's close. He's like that close. You got the followers or the views? Which is it, Jason?
I'm still short on
Watch hours?
hours and subscribers.
How close are you on the subscribers?
I'm at 200. I'm at 714 right now.
Okay. When we got to give you get you over that hump. But if you want to put your link in the description in the chat, to your channel, please do.
Give me a few moments.
I'm gonna do.
I'm talking with Cliff too, so
I'm adding Lou as a moderator. There you go, Lou. Welcome to the family. You've been in here enough. Yep, I can understand that, Rob. Filter, chlorine, neutralize, boil, anything that. Yep. That's why a lot of people use what do they got? Drink mixes and stuff like that into their water to help them drink it better. Yay! I feel it's powerful. Just use your powers responsibly, there, Lou, or I'll take it away.
Great power comes great.
Oh yeah, as Jenny just said, great power becomes great responsibility. Yep.
Greek fire. Yeah, I was just telling Cliff got rain.
I heard. I hadn't had. I didn't. I know he got a lot of rain.
Yeah, we got 2 inches last night.
He needed it though. Lemon juice? No, we can't use lemon juice, Rob. Jenny's allergic. She's allergic to citrus. She wasn't always allergic to citrus, folks. Just to let you know, this is not. This is something that happened after she got severely burned 5 years ago.
Okay.
About 5 years ago, she got second to third degree burns on the backs of her legs due to an accident at one of the Ren fairs, and she had to get skin grafts and everything. It gave her a hypersensitivity to citrus, which made her break out in hives, which looked like poison ivy, which she blamed me for.
Yes, I did.
Then she found out it wasn't me, and then she apologized for it.
Photosensitive reactions to citric acid on my skin.
Rob says, "Stop being allergic. I have spoken," says Rob.
Okay, we'll get right on that.
Just like you can stop being vegetarian. Get on that. He can't, just like you can't. And Tyler, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Tyler?
Crap, I forgot to put this in there. Missed the host to put back in there. Because it was stashed behind me. I don't know. You don't like Brussels sprouts anyway. Oh, she loves Brussels sprouts. Lou says, "Oh man, of all the things to be allergic to, citrus is so good. Why couldn't you be allergic to Brussels sprouts?" She likes Brussels sprouts. She loves citrus. Don't get me wrong. She just can't have it.
I just like the citrus on the Brussels sprouts.
Oh man, that'd be.
I already used. I worked at a lemonade.
Yeah. The reason, the big irony, folks, that she was working at a lemonade stand at the time.
Are we out of water jugs?
Yeah.
Okay. It's empty.
I believe that Jason and Molly like Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah,
I call them green golf balls.
They're mini cabbages.
They're green golf balls.
it's baby cabbage.
It's still golf balls.
Especially when you cut them in half and you walk them in with some.
If you freeze them, they really hit really far.
And
Oh, use them as slingshots ammo.
Oh, there you go.
Accidentally. Don't worry about it, brother. We talk about weird topics here, Lou. You should know that by now. But we do talk a lot of bushcraft and outdoor stuff. I leaned really heavily into the thrift shopping for gear situation. I kind of fell into it, sort of thing.
jeez,
But I am predominantly a archery guy. But I can tell you, if you need anything about archery gear, let me know. I am really good at that. I taught archery for over 20 years. Man, 25 years now. Wow, time flies.
I just had to turn my heater on.
Yeah, we got our air on right now because some people get hot, some people get cold. I'm on the cold side, which is hence I got the hoodie on, and my legs are covered. I've been getting ice cold recently.
I think you should do it. Just make sure I get enough time before you go live there, Ajax.
Yep. Mondays are good. Fridays are good.
Sundays are good.
No, Sundays are Dan's. Normally,
He hasn't been last past couple of weeks.
because he's been out in camping.
He's been going live during the daytime.
Yeah. So, well, I guess Sunday nights would probably be good as long as Dan's not going. We got to work together on that one. But I try to be, pretty standard on my lives.
Can't wait till next month.
I'm not selling anything myself, but I may. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to ship stuff. That's the thing right now. What would you pay for a dual fuel stove, Jason?
For where I'm at, not a whole lot. I got wood everywhere.
Well, yeah. It's a good emergency fuel stove, though. It's better than propane because propane can run out. Once you're out, and you can't get any more. You can't get it. I do know one thing that is a lot of in Texas is oil, and you can make fuel from that fairly easily. Doesn't matter when I go live. You're all asleep. Not always there, Rob. Depends on when you want to go live there, Rob. Yeah. I know I still got to get you your tent to you there, Rob. It's packed away right now in a box over there. But when I get moved, we'll try to get it to you. I've also got to get a tent to Dan if he's still in the room. That one came from Jenny to him, which is the same kind as yours, but a different brand. And I do have my bug out bag. I am going to be doing a giveaway on that after I get moved. Initially, I didn't know I was moving until the mold thing came up, and then we got to go from there. The mold free place has been found, but I have to get access to it due to the fact that the logistics involved is wonky as hell. I don't use those words lightly, folks. It was a 3-way bounce around thing. And I'm just waiting on the email. Once I get the email, I print it out, I take it to the place, I get the keys to the house, then I start moving in. But the email is has a 300-page PDF in it. And I've tried, that's like more than my Foxfire books.
You know, I keep waiting for my next target to show up, and they haven't shown up in 2 days.
I don't know about rope ladder, but right now I can't even climb a rope ladder. With my knee being the way it is, I do see my doctor on
That day.
Tomorrow. I actually do go in with you tomorrow. I do got my doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I got another doctor's appointment on Thursday. 2 separate places. One's for my workplace, one's for for the VA. I think it's for all my my disability stuff, possibly. Which would be nice to find out more about that. Because it would be nice to get that additional money every month. Because I will tell you this, being partially deaf in this ear sucks. Oh, my apologies there, Lou. His dad died at the VA. But right now, this is what I've got. I can't afford to go to a regular doctor, so this is what and I don't have to pay much at the VA. Though I'm waiting to find out whether I still have a job after all this. If that's the case, then I need a lawyer. I gotta get a contact with a lawyer to sue the company about my job because I'm supposed to have job security because of my knee. If they try to basically color it as, oh, I can't do my job, we can't use you, then we're going to let you go kind of situations, that is going to be grounds for a settlement type situation. And if that's the case, if I have to go through the settlement operation situation, then I have to get civilians insurance, regular insurance through my, because of what I, buy it myself instead of going through my workplace. That's going to change a lot of things for both Jenny and me, and Ian for that matter. But Ian can get onto his own thing. He's trying to get the disability for being autistic and ADHD and all this other stuff. Hey, Big Mike, how you doing, brother?
There's Mike.
I did see him yesterday at the fair for about 2 minutes. As we were leaving, we got there a little bit after they opened. He got there when we were so tired we couldn't do much more. My body was done. My endurance sucks, folks. I would walk about 20, 30 yards and I had to sit down. Because the terrain was like this, up and down hills.
Very
Yeah.
And it did rain earlier, like on Friday, really, really, sopped the ground, but so it was partially soft still. And it didn't quite dry up yet. Even though it was a couple of days later, it takes a while in here in Iowa for water to go away. And they made the place bigger. They spread out even more. They had like 4 reenactment groups, I think.
It's quite a few.
Yeah. They had Guardians of the Black Forest. They had what was the Vikings again? The Oscoban View.
Band of Iron Lion.
Yeah, the bands of the Iron Lions. They're a sword fighting group. They had Oscoban Vikings, Brotherhood of Steel, a lot of sword fighting groups and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I understand there, Mike. You're fine. It's just I didn't see any bows other than my I mean,
You were the only person that had a bow.
yeah, I had a lot of people who,
Archery range. And I say that.
yeah. There wasn't an archery range. I'm using air quotes here, folks, because I don't like novelty shoots that are like 20 feet is not a archery shoot to me. Uh-oh, I lost Jason. Incendiary MCPs, I did see a little bit of them, but I was not much into fire stuff. I did listen to a couple songs by Orcs and Trolls. NPCs, they're pretty cool. Bunch of little individual groups mixed together into one.
Incendiary NPCs.
Yep.
I know they.
Let's see here. They had pony rides, a lot of Shetland pony rides for little kids. They had jousting, more than a few food vendors.
Mostly owned by Mike.
The owner of the fair, one of the owners of the fair, owns the majority of the food vendors, with few exceptions. Jenny's favorite was the coffee booth.
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
Queen's Beans.
Queen's Beans. I don't know about, but we're going to be there next weekend. I'm sorry to say, Mike, because we're still waiting on information.
Moving.
We're moving one way or another. Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I just got kicked out.
I didn't kick you out. I didn't even touch the keyboard.
Yeah.
That was weird. Yeah, just tell, Mike was, we're not, one way or the other, we're moving out of the house. We have to. We got to get away from this mold. We got to get somewhere safe.
I really like to breathe.
Yeah, and Jenny's been having so many breathing problems because she's got asthma on top of being diabetic and all this other stuff. She gets sinus infections on the regular. I've got better lungs than she does, but I'm not sure how. But yeah, But we're going to be working on one way or another. We're going to be mass moving the last couple days. So I'm renting a truck Friday, and everything's getting loaded up. Either I'm moving it to a house or a storage unit, one way or another. That's what we're going to have to do. Nope. Mold is terrible for asthma. Well, take some pictures for me there, Mike, because I can't afford to go. But like I said, I'm going to be renting a truck on Friday. One way or the other, we're going to be moving and a grooving as fast as we can. We're packing up. I mean, Thursday will probably be the last live of this house while we're here. So the next time after my next live, that's it. This will be the last thing. Well, I'll be start packing up my computer, packing up all my other gear, and we'll be at a different location, one way or the other. Well, I'm allergic to penicillin, just to let you know there, Rob. And what is mold? Penicillin.
Fungus.
It's death is what it is. One way or the other, it's all black mold is death. So we're getting out of here. Be well, Lou. Thank you for coming, and congratulations on getting the wrench. Catch you later, brother. So how are you doing, Jason, with everything that's going on?
I'm just doing stuff around the house.
You're puttering?
Just puttering, yeah. Like I said, right now the dryer just got done.
Oh, by the way, Ian and I came up with a weird idea, a gardening idea.
What's that?
Well, we were driving by a house that had a bed frame.
Yeah.
And they're just throwing out an old kid's bed frame.
Yeah.
It's about 6 inches high, about 6 or 7 feet long, about 3 to 4 feet wide.
Yeah.
Well, it was wood. Cut the legs off. Puts down some weed barrier or cardboard or whatever. Throw it on the ground. Fill it up with dirt. What do you got? Garden bed. Literally.
Yeah.
A quick and dirty method of getting a free garden bed. Yeah, repurposing and recycling material. What do you think?
Yeah, it'll get you a couple of years.
That's all it takes. I mean, all you need is enough to get you some, vegetables going and stuff like that. Anyway,
Started. Yeah.
I don't plant a lot of flowers. That's Jenny's stuff, but I, rather have stuff I could use or eat. Anything else? Yeah, I did see that there was. Oh, you said there were 6 booksellers at the fair. I didn't. Jenny is the one that looked out for the booksellers. She's gonna have.
I brought one myself.
Yeah, she was sad that she didn't have the money to buy them at the time. But a few that are on Amazon, she's going to probably get later.
Yep.
Yeah, the fair has a lot of interesting things, stuff you can use for survival. Surprisingly enough,
I saw a metal die cast TARDIS.
really.
Yeah.
How much was it? You didn't mention it.
No, I didn't mention it because it was more than I had, and you would probably kill me for not.
We spent more than I really wanted to anyway, but
Yes.
it made you happy though. Hey Zardos, how you doing, brother?
How you doing?
Jason,
Yes.
you're being quiet.
Yes, I am.
Why?
And I'm about ready to be a little bit more quieter because I'm about ready to go and take care of some of the my laundry.
Oh, okay. We're going to be doing laundry. Oh, we're going to try to get Ian to do laundry tomorrow while we're gone. Yeah, that's going to be a big. Yeah. Did you load the dishwasher already?
And I'm gonna go do that right now.
Okay, I'll do that later then. What was that, Jason? Sorry.
I'm gonna
What'd
do
you
some
say?
of my chores right now. I'll be right back soon.
Okay. Okay, if you're still in here, please put a 1. That way I know you're here and you're listening. We could choose pretty much most topics. I did get some new thrift items over the last couple days. Stealthy 2 is still here. Okay, didn't know you were still here, Stealthy. You're being stealthy, obviously.
Living up to the
And Mike says 1. Not 1, but 1.
one.
Zardoz says 1. Molly says 2. But yeah, I've got in the last 4 days I acquired a new dual fuel Coleman stove for less than $6, a MSR Waterworks EX water filter, a Marine Corps tent, which I have to figure out which brand because Ian didn't tell me. Give me a second here. Hey, Ian, come here, please, with the tent that you got today, the other day. I need to find out more about it. Camp shower, one of those. I need something. He put it in a duffel bag. Okay, this one is, what is this one? I don't know. Please forgive me, folks. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't have a, oh, but there it is. I got the instructions, so I should be able to find out what it is. This is a UMC combat tent. Oh, wow, that's fairly. Look at that.
Wow, you can still read it. That's a shocker.
Yeah, it comes with the instructions and everything. It's actually pretty legible. You can still read it. But that's what it is. With all the stuff with it. So that's pretty cool. Extra steaks. And it comes, Ian showed me the steaks. Everything's in the bag. Ground cloth, poles. But the water filter, the solar shower, the portable toilet, and a sun hat stuff, $45. Now, tell me you can't beat that one, folks. And that was a deal off of Facebook Marketplace. And it was a really cool deal. I just spotted it and I was like, there's no way. I wanted the filter. That's the main thing. But Ian wanted the tent. He wants my dual fuel stove, but he's not getting it. Because it came with a Coleman stove as well. But it comes with the actual good steaks and a ground sheet. Looks like Tyvek. Oh, no, it's the combat. Oh, it's comes with the manual. Oh, I did not know it had the manual in here. You didn't tell me that, bud. These are actually pretty good ones. These are the metal military stakes, as you can see. Probably about 9 inches long.
9-inch nails, yeah.
Those are actually the good ones. What do you think, Jason?
Yep. They'll definitely keep a vampire stick down to the ground.
Yeah, but they won't kill them, though. Oh, here, I could have looked at this too. It would have just said right there. Well, let me make this bit myself bigger. Give me a second.
Eureka! I
So
found it.
that's the who made them for the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And there's the parts numbers and stuff like that. I'm still trying to figure out what's all in here because, like I said, when I got it, Ian kind of spirited it away really quickly because he said, "Dad, can I have it?" Because you have a military tent, I don't, and I don't have anything from the Marines. But actually, it comes with all the ropes, and it's got a really good repair kit, which is a bonus.
It's good.
Yeah, so the guy who had it was very well organized. So that's a bonus. And put this back in there. That's not all the sticks. That's just the ones I could grab off the top of my head, in my hand at the time. Like I said, I just. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's the manual. This thing is in mint condition, manual-wise. No water stains, no rips, no tears, nothing. And it's got a really detailed. I know that the bag showed that it has the instructions on it, but even still have the warning label that usually gets lost. That's pretty cool. Huh?
Is it like a mattress tag? It says do not remove it.
I don't think so, because this one here is actually part of the waterproofing proofing system, huh? See? It's on the inside of that, which is a pretty slick idea, actually. But all this, the stove and all that other stuff, $45. And I think that's a steal. Because I know for a fact that the stove is the combat tent. I would think it's like 100. Well, even secondhand is worth more than that. He got his when he was in the service.
So in other words, you got mutual value.
Oh, I'm really good at finding mutual value. So I think I am. For those people who know me and know the gear that I acquired, what do you guys think? Did I get my money's worth, or did I, or didn't I?
Well, if everything works, yeah.
Well, the filter came with a spare filter,
Well, that's good.
so that's a bonus because those filters aren't cheap, especially ceramic ones.
Yeah.
And a platypus bladder is not cheap either. It's like an extra $20-some or something like that for a 2-liter bladder.
Yeah.
Try to put this all back in there for Ian doesn't kill me for messing up his gear. And that's not even, I got more stuff in the bag I haven't even pulled out yet. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna take the steaks out, then put the bag in, then put the steaks back in. But there's spare ropes. There's even extra pull connectors in case your poles snap. That's going above and beyond for the repair kit, because usually when you get a repair kit for any civilian tent,
Yeah.
you got a couple patches and maybe for maybe something for the mesh, maybe a small little thing you need to get some adhesive for or whatever. It comes with two tubes of adhesive and everything else too. So it comes with everything it needs to repair it, get it repaired if necessary.
Well, that's
Now,
good.
would I waterproof it before he uses it? I would anyway, because better be safe than sorry.
Are you using Scotch Guard in the can, or are you going to use wax?
Huh? I don't know what he's planning on using because he's got to figure
Okay.
it out himself. But I'm a firm believer in don't trust the manufacturer to get things done right the first time. So even though it can be brand spanking new out of the box, I would still set it up and waterproof it.
Oh yeah.
I would seam seal everything. I'd rather be overcautious than not. I could probably make more just flipping that stove, yes. Because the stove is worth a lot, I know. Okay, that's the tent and the steaks. What else is in here? Because it's got, I'm not sure what, I mean, I think part of it's the poles and maybe the ground sheet or the rainfly. Gear loft and all the straps for the tents. Yeah, that's. I can't tell you I mean, we'd have to actually set it up to figure out what's all where on this thing because it's got so much stuff with it. But I'm not sure how many season tent this is. I'd have to look at the instructions fully. But it is a fairly large tent. Probably a 2-person tent. Yeah, this is the rainfly. And you can set it up without the according to this, looks like you can set it up the rainfly separately. That's weird. I did not know you could do that. If anybody here was a Marine, let me know about that because I mean, I have no freaking clue. But look at all the extra space you get in here too. Look at that, and it's got tabs you can actually strap it to your pack and stuff like that on the back. One on each side here. And no, there was no Marine Corps pack to go with it.
Oh, that's a bummer.
One of Ian's socks. Because that's one of his bags. But that itself is more than $45 value. Heck, the steaks are worth more than that. But and the tent has the same kind of loops.
Well, that's good.
And they both have the flap with the instructions on the inside that acts as a moisture barrier. I guess. Not sure what else you would call it. Give me a second here. I'm going to tighten this thing up as much as I can. But yeah. This thing is freaking heavy. I will tell you this. This one's heavier than mine, but mine's more compact. I can put everything. Fits in a kit this big.
Which is a thicker material?
I don't know. I'd have to look on the website for that one.
Be able just to feel it if it's thicker than the one you already have.
It does feel like it might be a 4-season tent.
Okay.
I can't guarantee it because I don't know them. So if anybody knows anything about the Marine Corps combat tent by Eureka, let me know. Average price, that kind of thing is going right now. Even used, it's got to be over $100. So it can't be cheap. But they were getting rid of it. I'm going to take it. And like I said, the value we have between the filter, the tent, the stove, and the toilet seat, and the sun hat, and the solar shower, yeah. I'll have to check. Because I know mine is a 3-season tent, but it can be made into a 4-season tent. But I don't have the cold weather kit for it. I plan to get it, but I don't have it yet. But because it cost about $167 or $175 to get the cold weather kit for my tent. But mine is a single person tent, not a 2-person tent.
No, ours, I'll just throw a tarp over it.
Well, would I still put a tarp over any of these? Yes, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily because it needs it,
Just
but
protects
I like having the extra idea of protection. Also, if I put it up high enough, I could stand under it and then walk into my tent without getting water into my tent, no matter what. But
it's also an insulation barrier, too.
that too. Now, especially if you get like one of the tarps that I picked up, you get some of those expandable poles, like either off Temu or Amazon or whatever, that just allow you to set up your tent with your tarp a little bit bigger and everything. That's a bonus, shelter space, because whether it has a sunshade, rain deal, or just shade in general, who knows?
Oh, yeah. But from getting in there, keeps you a little bit cooler, warmer.
Exactly. So, like I said, I picked up like 9 of them last year,
Mhm.
and I could, and I paid less than 100. See, they were like $4 a piece. You can't really beat the price I paid for them. So,
You done?
yep. And you have quite the extensive thing. That is probably a 2-person tent.
I know.
The only problem is it's freaking heavy
To you.
compared to mine.
To you.
When we get moved, you're going to have to test it,
I know.
and we want video too.
You.
You'd be surprised how much a tent could probably kill you with the right pole when it snaps. Right, Jason?
Yeah, especially if there's a tree involved.
No, I mean, if you're putting a tent together and
Oh, yeah.
the pole slips out of your hand and hits you in the head or your eye, I've had it happen. But, okay, how much is it? What is the frickin' price on those? Sorry. Right now, used, they're going for $140, for $150 on Army Navy Outdoors. Sportsman's got them for $170. Coleman has got them for $269. In other places, they're like the prices are from $150 to $200 plus, depending on where you're getting them at. Now, it is the camouflage version, so I have no idea. That is definitely a 2-person tent, though. It's huge. So that's about could be all the way up to a $300 tent due to the design I just looked at. Bees? What do you mean bees?
Makes you ponder what is so dangerous that you need to fight it with a tent.
Oh, Bruno. She's commenting on Bruno's.
Oh, I only heard partially what she said.
Yeah.
Fighting bees with your tent?
Yeah.
What if you just like threw the tent, the open door of the tent over the bees, and they get stuck inside the tent so it comes a
Oh,
giant
You hide from the
You
bees.
can't catch them.
hide from the bees?
Yeah, you can't catch them all.
That would be interesting. Could you survive a bee attack in a tent?
They'll probably wait for you.
Probably, because they'd smell you and they'd just swarm you. Now, doesn't mean you'd be stuck there for a long time, because I know once one stings you, they just follow you like a bee to honey, no less.
Yeah, so yeah, don't jump in the water because they'll sit there and they'll wait for you.
Covering yourself with mud helps a little bit, but not by much. But none of us are really truly beekeepers, unfortunately, to really answer those in-depth questions.
I'm trying to be.
Oh, I know. Literally and figuratively, yes,
Mhm.
you are.
I know bees.
Yep, you've probably removed a few hives.
A lot of them.
Did you destroy them or just remove them?
Unfortunately, I had to destroy them.
Dang, that's a shame.
It is.
Because it doesn't take much to move them. And you can get more money out of a moved hive than you can out of a dead one.
Well, no, it's just trying to find a place for them. That's the harder part.
No Pokemon listed on this channel, so Pokemon are banned. I'm not a fan of Pokemon.
I'm a man who used to play Pokemon Go religiously.
But on my channel is different, love. I can also walk then too. But other than that, I mean, I'm surprised your former bosses didn't take that into account, though, Jason.
Well, that's what the job was.
Because I mean, if you could have found a way to relocate the bees for a fee, and people would have bought the bees off of you, technically, you could have made money that way.
Nope, it was a liability, so we had to get rid of them.
Well, they didn't say how to get rid of them, did they?
Yep, they did actually.
Exterminate, not
Yep.
just removal. That's a shame.
Oh, it is. A lot of times, if it was just a swarm, usually I'd just go and check it out, and they usually be gone within a few hours.
I've seen one swarm, one tree hive, but that was when I met up with Cornfed for the first time.
Yeah.
That was over at Lake Aquabi. They had the big. We were going by a big tree with a big open cavity in it, and you could hear the bees.
Oh yeah.
They weren't hurting anybody. They were
Well,
just doing their own thing. As long as you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, but you never know what's going to set them off. That's the sad part.
Well, they weren't out flying around or anything. But it was also a very busy weekend. There were a lot of people around. The water was up, and the fishing was okay. And technically, this was back during COVID.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to. If people were camping, you were not supposed to go in or go see them or anything like that. But you can go fishing still. So, I went down to a place. We parked the truck where we can go fishing, and I walked to shore. And guess who was camped right next to the shore? Cornfed.
Yep.
So I stayed, had supper with them, and we were like maybe 4 or 5 miles from our house at the time when we were living down in Milo. So that was a no-brainer going to go see them. When they're 5 miles from my house, I can't really not go see them.
Yeah.
And we've been fishing together several times since then. I want to take him bow fishing, but that's down the line. I'd love to take you bow fishing, Jason. I think you'd be good at it.
I don't know.
Huh?
Said I don't know.
Well, you have a bow already.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't use that bow.
Why not?
It's way over too powerful.
It's not like once you hit them, you're not going to bounce off.
No, it's hitting a rock.
Tips are easy to replace. They're cheap.
No, the whole thing will snap.
No, they won't. Because you're using solid fiberglass rods,
Although,
not your normal arrows. And you know how hard it is to break fiberglass rods. It's not easy.
easier than most people think.
But it's not, and you're not aiming straight down at a fish. You're hitting at an angle anyway. And usually by the time you hit the fish, it's squirming away anyway. I've got two methods of bow fishing. I got the bow fishing reel and I've got the bow fishing bottle set up. I will tell you this, the bow fishing reel is freaking heavy. It is very heavy. But I was thinking about you could use that one in conjunction with a telescopic fishing reel setup, telescopic fishing rod, which I have, as an emergency fishing reel if you have to. But I would use it for mainly like picking up catfish or something because that thing is, the line is very heavy. 200-pound test. So if you get snagged on something, you're not breaking it easily. Right, Jason?
Yep.
Now, if you're going for catfish, great. I still think in a survival situation, a bow fishing reel would actually be beneficial. You know that?
Yeah, but you got to find them.
I found one on Amazon for $30.
No, you got to find the fish.
Fish are easier to find than you think. If you can see them, you can get them. It's a matter of practice. And if you don't have polarized lenses on, remember to aim 4 to 6 inches below your target. And in a survival situation, it doesn't matter what fish it is, you eat it to survive. And when you bow fish nowadays, don't waste your fish because most of the time you can't go for game fish, but it's considered junk fish, I guess, which would be including carp, perch, gar, and stuff like that. You can eat them. They're not the best, but you can eat them. Or you can use them for fertilizer in your garden. If I remember correctly.
Yep.
Now, do you put them guts and all, or do you gut them
Whole
and then
fish.
Whole fish? Okay.
Whole fish.
And you, in some places, you can donate fish to places. People will take fish, the fish you get from bow fishing. Now, you got to be careful with certain places where you go, like you don't get a spoonbill or something like that, something really big, because they can pull you into the water easy if you're not careful. And having a wrist strap for your bow is a must with bow fishing as well, because just because the arrow goes into the fish doesn't mean it's dead. If you happen to hit a really big 30, 40-inch carp, it can pull the bow out of your hands. So make sure you have a decent grip on the bow. Now, what kind of bow would you use besides your compound, though, Jason? Nope, I lost Jason. He did say he was working with laundry. So, is anybody still here? Please let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you're here. I'm sorry if I bored you. I'm 6 minutes past 9 where I usually stop, but who's Hannah Barron? You're going to have to explain that one there, Rob. How's your diamond painting, hun?
All right.
Did you ever find all your pieces?
Yeah.
I would say buy extra ones from this Hobby Lobby or something like that, but
Oh no, they give me plenty, and I can always use ones that are left over from other projects.
okay, I wasn't sure if there was going to be extras.
Usually pretty much the same numbers.
Now, I plan on using my takedown recurve and my takedown longbow for my bow fishing setups. The longbow will be going for the bottle setup because it's the only one that fits it properly. Because I don't have any other ones that allow you to use it on. The takedown recurve is for the other one, the regular bow fishing reel, because that's what that fits on. Oh, noodling. Can you noodle for fish in England? Is that allowed?
No, they'll get arrested for indecent exposure.
I love you too about that one there, Jason. No, but is noodling allowed in England, though?
No, I don't know.
That's what I'm asking Rob. It's an interesting idea.
So probably
If you can do it, awesome. They have catfish in England, right?
Yeah, I think I catfish.
I don't know because I know they have salmon, and I don't know.
I think it's called the Somme catfish.
Put in the house.
Yeah, here in a minute. What do you need, honey?
Eat if there's anything.
I've seen people do that, do the hand fishing for trout. I don't know if I have the patience for that.
If you need to look off the door.
And I do know you can get salmon fairly easy during spawning season, but sometimes that's illegal depending on where you're at because you can't interfere with the spawn. Now I don't know if you have salmon in your area, Jason.
You answer the rest too.
Okay, he didn't tell me anything. He just took off.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, it was kind of a sprint.
Oh, I get the emergency thing. I should be getting close to doing this stuff because I started off with a brand new bottle of this stuff and it's like halfway gone.
Right?
I'll be hitting the bathroom as soon as I close my live down. Do you fish much, Molly?
What, honey?
Do you fish much?
No, not lately.
But if you had the time to do it, would you?
Oh, I'd love to.
That's pretty cool.
I have a fishing license. I have my 2 poles and my fishing bag.
That is what kind of fishing bag do you have?
A pretty pink one, lots of pockets.
Really? That's cool.
And it looks like a little duffel bag.
That's also pretty cool. You haven't fished in 20 years, Rob? Can you eat fish? Because it's technically not red meat. Is it just the meat protein from fish too? It really sucks that Rob can't eat meat, so I'm not sure what he can, use survival wise because of his condition. Hey, Jason. You don't want to eat anything out of bridge waters. That's on you guys if you guys don't keep your waters clean. I heard a hawk. Or an eagle. I can't remember what it is with. We have a panther watching me right now. Right
He
there.
wants one of us to sit back so he can lay down.
He's right there. He's watching me, and my knee is hurting, but I'm doing okay. Now, I wasn't sure. I mean, so you wouldn't eat salmon from like Ireland or anything like that? You figured after a while the waters would clear up. Though, if a survival situation and everything broke down, that means sewage plants would die And
Right, I'm back.
welcome back. I didn't realize you took off to go to the bathroom.
Oh no, I went to go make coffee.
Oh, okay.
Which is just as important.
That's very important too. But Molly said you went to the bathroom. No, she was telling us about her fishing setup and everything.
Mhm.
You need to take her fishing, dude. She looks like she sounded like she needs to. Get to use her all her gear. She's got her license. It'd be a waste not to use it.
I know. We're gonna wait for it to cool off before we head back out because it's been hot and muggy.
Oh, we actually hadn't been too bad here. We've been like running in the 60s here. Today it didn't get up to 60. It's been raining off and on the last couple of days here, but it was actually beautiful yesterday.
The past few days, our heat index has been like 105.
Ooh, wow. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
but you're in Texas for a reason, so there's that. Just like Clifton, Albuquerque for a reason.
Mhm.
Even though he wishes he wasn't, he wants to have his own property, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's supposedly not supposed to snow here, but it does.
Yeah, you mentioned that. And it's not supposed to snow in June here, but it does. It did once, and that was since I've been alive, it's did once. It wasn't like a big snow, but it was still snow.
You said that
It was
first
like
cold
the
snap
second
we
or
got-
third of June, and it still hit us.
because we got hit with that cold snap in 20 or 21. It snowed here. I said, everybody said, "Oh no, it's just a freak thing." It snowed here 3 times since we've been here.
Yeah, freak things, when they happen more than a couple times, it's not a freak thing anymore.
Yeah,
But expect the unexpected
warm.
to happen. I'm going to end my live at 9:30.
okay,
I'm going a little half hour over for me today. So,
all right.
but we talked about a lot of different topics. Anything else you guys want to bring up? I'm open for open topic right now.
Oh yeah, you can hunt mice year round, no limit.
Well, there's that. That's if you have mice. I mean, Mac is our.
Mac practices catch and release.
No, he didn't. He didn't catch and release the last one.
He doesn't actually kill them. He just terrorizes them until their little tiny hearts get out.
Oh, he scares them to death.
Yes.
He plays with them until they die. He's like, was it that? I can't remember what story it is where the guy plays with animals until they die. Not realize he's petting them. Next thing you know, they're dead. He's trying to deny it. He's laying down. Rob, you need to clarify that last sentence. I don't get it.
I used to catch the fish off the end of the garden.
Well, I'm not sure what you're going to say about your questionable sandwich. Long as it wasn't made during the Earl of Sandwich, you survived, you should be okay.
He had a gherkin sandwich.
Gherkin?
Yeah.
I know what a gherkin is.
The side of kraken. Cracking the crackers.
Yep. Jason, do you think I should post the information for that bow on my description, possibly, for people who are interested?
Not supposed to be selling stuff on YouTube.
We're not. I just posting the link. People can decide to sell them. I'm not getting any money for it. I just like promoting it because it's a good deal.
You could.
Because it's not, like I said, I'm not making anything off of it. I'm not associated with them at all. Got no kickbacks. It's just, if it's a good product for both survival, fun, any of that, you can use it for bow fishing. You can use it for archery, just hunting. You can use it for just fun, exercise. $89.93 is a good deal. as you can probably guess, for a good hunting bow. It's the same as my Samick. It's just a little different, but same design. Probably the same literal design, just passed around to people. You know what happens when people make copies of things.
Oh yeah, the cloning.
Oh yeah, this is just a Samick clone. Oh, I did not know that, there, Rob. I've never fished in the ocean. I'm sure that Jason probably has,
Long time ago.
but you've been all over the place though.
That was BM.
BM.
Yeah, before Molly.
Oh, we're talking about 20-some years then.
Almost 30, yeah.
Next month will be Jenny's and I's 15th wedding anniversary. Just to let you guys know.
Jenny's still alive.
I think we're coming up on 28.
Oh, congratulations on that. She keeps on saying, I'm still alive. She hasn't buried me in the backyard yet. She keeps on saying that, and then I keep on digging myself out.
That's why you need the stake. Stake them down.
It doesn't work that way. I'm not allergic to steak. I like my steaks. Yeah, Rob. The only person here allergic to steaks is Rob, which makes him a vampire. Technically.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute, Rob. What kind? What kind of plane? I hope it's a Lancaster.
Ooh. Yes. If you can get a video of the World War II glider, I would love to see some video about that. You know about those, right, Jason?
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of the Warhawks.
Huh?
I'm not a fan of the Warhawks.
Which ones are the Warhawks?
The old is it no, not Warhawk, it's old propeller plane from World War II.
That's early World War II.
Yeah.
Because they switched over to the jet ones further on. It's about 20 minutes down, an hour and a half from his house.
Okay. No, I was wondering what kind of plane is it?
What kind of plane? Yes. I've always been a fan of the old biplanes from World War II, World War I. Love those things. Those were really early, before they upgraded as they went. Oh, I'm not sure if you remember this plane, Lockheed 12A Electra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to have to look that one up.
Electra?
That's what it said.
Ooh, that's the one that Amelia Earhart was flying.
Is it the junior or the regular one?
I think she had the E model. Spitfire, that's the one I was thinking about.
Because there's a junior.
Never been a fan of the Spitfire. Don't know why.
Everyone's they say it's the Electra Junior.
Yeah.
Is it the Electra Junior?
I'm not sure. I just know it's the Electra.
Call sign. Oh, there's the call sign. GAFTL. Okay. And no, I don't want to know what the call sign stands for because it could get as crude as you want to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know sometimes they did. Now, do we have a lot of pilots in here or no?
No.
Besides me? I'm a 3/4 pilot, if that counts anything, because I was almost done with my lessons, but
Now I said, no, my favorite World War II era plane is got to be the P-38 Lightning.
that sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
That's that twin engine with the nacelle in between. The ones that the Germans and the Japanese hated because they
Oh, okay.
couldn't do anything with it.
Wow, wow, black sheep.
Okay. Thank you for. It's the Baba Black Sheep, one.
No, that's the Corsair.
I love the Corsairs, but everybody likes the Corsairs. But they don't glide very well. I watched an episode of that recently, and they had a regular 2-passenger prop plane. It was I don't know which one it was. It was the wings were above, like a Cessna, but I don't know what type it was. Wow.
What?
Oh, he just listed all these here.
Yeah, I see them.
That's a lot of planes.
Yeah, the Thunderbolt's probably one of the rarest ones out of all of them that are still flying.
That's at the okay, only 10 minutes from your house. Okay. And I don't think you know how to fly though, do you, Rob?
Yeah, I don't know where our Confederate what do you call it, the Air Force is around here. I know it's about 2-3 hours away for us.
San Antonio?
I can't remember. I don't know if there's one in Houston. I think there might be one in Dallas area.
I know there's an air base in San Antonio because that's where I went to basic.
No. The old Warbird.
The Warbird one. I don't know. I know there's supposed to be something Air Force related because that's where they had the air control for Houston for the space program.
No, I'm talking about like the old World War II Air Force planes.
Really? It didn't cost me that much. $100K to learn how to fly.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people come here to learn how to fly here in the U.S.
Yeah, it's cheaper to learn how to fly here.
It is.
In some places, you don't even need a license depending on what kind of plane you got.
If it's an ultralight under
So many much
625 pounds,
and on so many horsepower.
Yeah.
But those things can go a long way too, on just a couple gallons of gas. It depends on how much fuel you carry. There's a limit of how much you can carry. Some allow you to carry about a gallon and a half. Some allow you to carry 2 gallons, depending on which type you have.
Yeah.
And you can go about 100 miles on those generally, and you can land pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, it depends on the wind is in your favor or not.
Yeah, it's a plus or minus situation depending on wind direction. But if you know where you're going and you know the prevailing wind patterns before you go, which most pilots, you've got to study that anyway.
No, my favorite,
weather radio and watching your weather patterns is a part of the study you have to do to get your license anyway.
Oh yeah. Now my favorite jet airplane of World War II is the ME-262.
I don't know jets, so I try to stay away from those. The only jet planes I started liking was the ones that came out in late Korean, early Vietnam era.
The Sabres,
No, 1010s, the flying tanks.
the A-10s.
Oh yeah, I love those things. Then, then a little later than that, that's when the Harriers popped in, and then that I've seen those in play. I've seen both of those planes fly, and they're amazing.
Oh yeah, the old Vampire. Yeah.
There's one thing I liked about. Too bad the A10s they discontinued those out of service, and now they'll go to the Guard, obviously, but those things are so acrobatic in the air. I mean,
Oh yeah.
they can turn on a dime, dude. But
Oh,
they will also kill everything that moves.
Did you hear what the Navy's doing?
Huh?
Did you hear what the Navy's doing?
What are they doing?
Recommissioning a battleship.
Really? Which one?
Don't know.
It can't be the Arizona because the Arizona's gone.
No, it'd be like one of the probably be the Missouri.
Is the Iowa still in service?
None of them are in service.
But they are commissioned.
They're all mothballed. They're in stasis.
Oh, Jenny says they're
Mission.
commissioning an Iowa submarine. Exactly, Rob. Which is it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Now, why they're getting rid of them, I don't know.
They're getting kind of expensive.
Well, I mean, they're trying to rely more on drone technology nowadays, and that's not always going to work.
Well, those airframes are old.
You could rebuild the frames from scratch, but once you do, I mean, it's going to last, as long as the old ones did, if not longer, because they have better materials now. If just rebuild it from scratch from the same patterns, it should with better materials, it'll last longer.
Yeah, like I said right there, repair costs are going up, upgrading. The airframes are just getting fatigued.
Yeah, but if you replace the entire frame,
No,
with a brand new plane,
you would have to
same,
replace the aircraft, not the frame.
right? Rebuild the entire craft from scratch with the same pattern, same design, but with updated materials.
Yeah, it's called reverse engineering.
Yep. Well, they already have the patterns and everything on file. It's not like they lost them. It's just, upgrading the materials to a lighter, stronger material, which means they will go faster. They'll be more agile. They will be more deadlier.
Yeah, you don't want faster with those ones. You want lorder time.
Well, more being able to handle more acrobatic stuff that they do. And also, they probably will be able to carry more payload because they're lighter.
The New Jersey. Okay. I knew they were bringing one of them back.
It's an Iowa class, though. I knew we knew something about the Iowa class. It's got to be something to do with the Iowa class. I knew Iowa was in. Jenny knew something was about Iowa, but we weren't sure about what.
Yeah, but first I know they're only bringing back one.
For now.
Mhm.
I hate to say this, folks, but it is now 9:31, and I am tired. I've got a long trip ahead of myself tomorrow. I've got like a 200-mile round trip to Fort Dodge and back. 242 miles, and all that stuff. So, yes, Rob, I know. I love you too, brother. But don't forget, folks, tomorrow, 7 o'clock, 7:30-ish for this gentleman right here. My co-host is going live.
7:30, depends.
That's why I said 7:30-ish, somewhere in there. Topic will probably be generally gardening and other topics similar to that. So we're going to be out of here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everybody else who was in here. And congratulations on Lou and getting his wrench today. So be well, be safe. I love you guys all. I'm out of here in 5, 4,
Don't forget to get out there and slap a rat.
2, 1.